this! You did this! He ran into me! It was him! It was him! Look what you did to my family! You killed my friend! You killed my friend!
Today is a pretty special event. We haven't done this since 2001. Very important event. With prom coming up, this is valuable information that could save someone's life, maybe multiple people's lives. My goal and our goal is to see every single one of you grow up and be successful. We want to see every single one of you come back to the school and tell us about your successes or about your family. The last thing we want is to see someone involved in an accident. So we want to do what we can to open your eyes up, okay? So the situation that's set up, obviously it's a two-car crash, two-car accident. There's been an accident on 1700 Wildcat Drive, and the police have been notified. So I now give you Operation Prom Night.
Get up! You did this! You did this! You did this! He ran into me! It was him! Look what you did to my family! You killed my friend! You killed my friend! You did this! It's you! You did this!
The hardest part of my job is after this wreck is done and we have left the scene, is that I have to go to your family's house and I have to bang on your door at your parents' house. And let me tell you something, when they open the door and they see me, they step back, they know something's wrong, and then I tell them, and then the screaming and the hollering starts. And let me tell you something, I hope you never have to witness it, because it will not, and I can't stress enough, will not get out of your mind. Not only does it ruin your life, you're deceased, but it ruins your parents, your brothers, your sisters' lives forever.
This individual got into an argument with his girlfriend, and he gets in his car and he takes off after her, trying to catch up to her. He's driving fast, he's not paying attention, he's not wearing his seatbelt. He gets off on the edge of the road in the gravel, loses control, shoots off into a 6-foot deep ditch and hits an embankment. So his family gets a call that he's been in a wreck, he's severely injured, and he's not responding. They fly him to Barnes. He's in Barnes ICU in a coma for a month. The second day the family's at the hospital, the neurosurgeons from Barnes call the family aside and tell them, start making your plans now. Your son is not going to live past tomorrow. He lived another month in a coma. He finally wakes up after that month, but he can't speak, he can't talk, he can't walk, he can't eat, nothing. He had to learn all over again how to talk, how to walk, how to eat, how to use the bathroom. And this young man is now 31 years old. He was 23 when this happened. He's now 31. Compared to where he should be, he's doing fantastic. Because he should not be alive today. There's no earthly explanation why this young man is alive today. But he is. Just strictly by the grace of God, he's here. That young man is my son.
We had a lot of help from a lot of different agencies. It really wasn't hard to put together at all. We have a lot of good people in town, and once we put the idea out there, everybody kind of jumped on board, and everything went well. So back in '98, when I was a senior, I watched it. My dad was on the department at that time, and I just kind of brought up the idea of why it ever stopped, and the chief said, if we want to do it, let's do it.
As an educator, as a parent, this is something that, especially being a driver ed teacher, that we talk about in class. We try to give them as many different opportunities to see this and learn from this. And when Mr. Addison said he had this idea and he wanted to use someone in a family, I'm going to be honest, I did not think it was going to hit me as hard as it did. We started out, we had a plan. We talked about it, and I thought, okay, we're just going to go through, show them what could happen. But then, as a parent, it kind of trumped the teacher role. And as a parent, you see not only your wife and what happened, but also you see your kids. And you're kind of, as a dad, you kind of want to be the one that takes care of everybody. And you realize that in a situation like this, things happen quickly, and that power is kind of taken away from you.
These are all choir students, right? And they've got all of the get-up on with the fake makeup and the clothes. Y'all were at prom, right, in the reenactment. What does it mean to be able to do this and be a part of hopefully showing your fellow students what could happen?
So I was actually part of the family car, and it was very impactful. I wasn't with my family, but they resembled the age of my younger brother and sister, and so feeling like I lost my mom and seeing my dad kind of freak out and seeing that my sister was hurt and I couldn't do anything, it was very, very hard. And so for anybody that has gone through this, I cannot imagine what you felt whenever you lost your family, and I'm very, very sorry for that.
Mr. Walsh coordinated a lot on his end with the fire department and the police department and the air evac and the EMTs and the coroner. On my end, we just had to schedule, make sure the students were at the right place at the right time, and get the choir students and the art department and faculty member and his family, get them all involved, and makeup and all that good stuff. We also had to give the kids an option whether they wanted to take part or not, simply due to maybe past trauma. We did have some kids that could not be a part of this. The good thing is they were able to, you guys did a great job with the live stream, so our freshmen and sophomores were able to view it in class, and our juniors and seniors were outside. So there was a lot of moving parts with this, but I think it was a success.
It sounds like a real group effort, both on the community's part and on the school's part. What does getting to do this mean to you, and hopefully can teach the kids?
Well, I don't want to get the call that we've lost a student. I don't want to get the call that we have a student that has lost a parent or a sibling or anything like that. It's our job to do what we can to decrease the chances of this happening. And I think that was the biggest deal to me is let's just make an impact on these students. Hopefully this never happens.
I hope not either. Thank you for taking the time to do this for the students of Marion High School, and thanks for taking the time to talk to us today.
You guys, thank you for coming out too. Thank you.
We're happy to be a part of it.